Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Ben Depps, and first things first, this is the first ever clip I'm recording on this new camera. Just seeing how it comes out, how it looks. Secondly, it's a bit overexposed, but it's incredibly good weather, which I'm glad about. And thirdly, I'm very tired. I worked this morning. The first clip, which we'll play after the intro, was recorded before the intro at the start of today. So for context, that's what's going on. I've already done the first few lessons of Finnish, etc., which was recorded earlier. It's my first clip recorded on this new camera. This is the Lumix S5. I'll probably talk about this more in another video because this is tech stuff and you're here for the language learning. But yeah, let's see how I get on. I now have a screen so I can see myself on it, which I didn't have on my old Fuji X-T3. Let's set it up on the setup and see what it's like to film there on it. I haven't done a proper language learning video like this in a long time. I think the last one I did was probably at the start of 2021. Did a couple recaps of how I was getting on with my French or something in 2022, something like that I think. So this is going to be a bit new, we'll see how this goes. I don't know how I'm going to structure this video, but I'll just record a few clips now and then and see how I get on with it. But as you already know, I'm going to be learning Finnish. I got back from Lapland a few days ago and I'm taking up learning Finnish. I really like the place. I always have done for the past 10 years. I tried learning the language when I was younger, and why not? Literally just why not? I've got a cleaning job every morning, which I do for about 4 hours a day, where I clean this place. I'm not going to give too much details about that online, but I clean this place in my town. So that provides me with the perfect opportunity to be listening to language learning podcasts through my headphones while I'm cleaning. I'm absolutely undisturbed, nobody else in the building. I can just hoover my way through the different rooms whilst listening to Pimsleur lessons. If you haven't heard of Pimsleur, I really recommend you go and check it out. This isn't sponsored or anything, but it's an excellent language learning app. They're all podcasts with reading lessons and flashcards at the end of each podcast, which you can do whenever you want. But they've got their own method to these podcasts. It's not just generic language learning podcasts, they're stereotypical in the car kind of things which you're probably imagining. They're very, very well structured, prompting you to think and respond to what they are telling you to say in the language. They help you build up your vocab very well by putting you in realistic conversation scenarios and getting you to think how you would respond knowing the vocab that they've taught you in the past. I've used it for Italian and French before, and I know it's going to be excellent for Finnish. I've already done, I think, the first two lessons. Yeah, I did 2 lessons this morning. So yeah, very, very good way to learn a language. However, I would never learn a language solely with Pimsleur. And the reason this is because I don't think it's very good at teaching you how to read or write, because it's done mostly through listening and speaking. It's very good at teaching you to listen and speak, and you could use it to learn to read and write. You definitely could. It would just take a lot longer and you wouldn't ever get to as good level just through Pimsleur as you could combining it with other things. So I like to combine it with, if I'm trying to be cheap, I'll combine it with a free app such as Duolingo or any flashcard app. But I also like to combine it with Babbel and Memrise. I guess Memrise is a free flashcard app. And I think Linguist is another one I like as well. Drops is a good one. That's kind of like flashcard, kind of not. I'll probably go over that in another video. The free apps which I can be using to learn Finnish, which have a good amount of Finnish courses on them, are Pimsleur, Duolingo and Drops. I'm probably just going to go with Pimsleur and Duolingo for now. I've done a bit on Duolingo already on the way back from Finland. Pimsleur is the main one. I'm trying to build up my speaking and listening mainly, so I'm going to go really hard on Pimsleur, try and get through that course and learn as much as possible on there, and then just casually do stuff on Duolingo throughout, like train journeys in and out of town. I've also dabbled into the Finnish Mondly course a bit when I was flying back and travelling back on the train the other day. So I could also use Mondly, however that is paid and I don't think it gets you much more than Duolingo does anyway for what you pay for, so I'll probably just stick to Duolingo. Anyway, yeah, we'll check back in about a month's time or so, see how I'm getting on. I'll do little clips every now and again, letting you know my progress on the apps as well. But here is episode 1 of me learning Finnish, I guess. So, day 1 of learning to speak Finnish. I'm about to go into work to clean. I'm not going to give too much details about my job. But yeah, lesson 1 of Pimsleur. I'm very tired. I worked late last night and up super early this morning. It's 5 AM right now. But yeah, going to go in, do lesson 1 on Pimsleur, possibly lesson 2, depends how I get on with it, and just gradually get through them over the next few days and work my way up, my progress up in Finnish. I actually did have a couple clips that I recorded on my phone at work and after work and stuff back from April when I started learning Finnish in the first few days of it. However, I have since lost them, so I put up with this black screen before moving on to the second part of the video. I'm really sorry.
Several months later.
So, it has been 6 months since, well, maybe a bit less. That was back in April, May, since I last did Finnish. It is now the end of July. I took quite a long break in the middle. I was learning Portuguese, obviously, and I also recapped a bit of my Italian, which I recorded some clips for, but I don't know if I'm going to release it as a video, because I haven't got loads for it. I'm just recording on this kind of, I'm not going to say new setup, nothing here is new, but it's arranged in a new way. I'm shooting on Sigma 16 f1.4 with 2 ring lights and my microphone here. I'm quite excited to edit this to see how it comes out. But yeah, back to Finnish. It is now the end of July and I'm trying to get back into Finnish. 1, just to learn the language because it's really cool. 2, because I want to go there to at least see the Northern Lights this winter. 3, because I'm considering trying to get seasonal work there, which would be quite cool. If I was to work through the winter in Finland, doing that somehow at a hotel or something. We'll have to see if that happens, figure that out, might not. But I'm definitely going to end up back in Finland at one point during this winter to at least shoot some videos and photos and stuff. So why not no Finnish for that reason? I've already started learning it and I need to carry on with that, otherwise it's wasted effort in the first place. So after a bit of an embarrassing 3-month break, I am back learning Finnish again. Sorry, I just need to do something. So yeah, I just want to revise to you what my current method for learning Finnish is, because I can't remember what I said in the last clips. Probably hasn't changed loads, but I'll tell you exactly what I'm using at the moment. So back in May, I got up to lesson 21 of Pimsla's Finnish 30-minute lessons. I've started again and I'm up to lesson 12 now over the past week. Just recapping it, it's all pretty easy because obviously I've done it before and I can remember it. Instantly comes back to me the second I do the lesson, so I can just blitz through them, get back to lesson 21 and try and complete up to lesson 30 to complete the course because it's only got level 1 of Finnish on Pimsla. In conjunction with that, I'm also using Drops. Drops is a very good language learning app for picking up vocabulary. I think I might have covered this earlier in the video, and it has a very extensive Finnish course. I'm trying to get all my vocabulary for Finnish from Drops. As well as that, I got a lifetime subscription to Mondly. Now, I don't rate Mondly that highly. I'll make a separate video about this. It's not bad, but I don't think it's too much better than Duolingo. I know a lot of other people like it. I'm not that big a fan. I don't think it'll ever get you talking properly. You might learn some vocab from it, but you'll never actually learn a language properly from Mondly. However, with other apps, it might provide some value in learning vocab, learning how to put words together in sentences, and do it a little bit better with more pictures than Duolingo. Having said that, I'm also going to be using Duolingo, not super consistently, but I'll have that as like an extra app if I have any extra time throughout the day. I'll be working through the Duolingo Finnish course. Now, the reason I'm using Mondly and Duolingo is because there's a lack of language learning apps with Finnish available on it. I'd love to use Rosetta Stone or Babbel to learn Finnish, but they don't offer it. Neither does Memrise unless you get an unofficial course. So it's kind of hard to find resources to learn Finnish in the App Store. So I'm kind of forced to use apps like Mondly and Duolingo, which offer it rather than an app which is traditionally better, but probably more expensive. There's also other options such as Closemaster and Glossica, and Finnish Pod 101. Finnish Pod 101 isn't too bad. Link is another good one, Link. And then you got Ling, separate app, and Fun Easy Learn, which you can learn stuff on them, of course. I don't know how good they are in comparison to the other ones. I haven't probably gotten to those ones yet. Those are ones which I'll probably work through the courses of Finnish after I've finished Drops, Mondly, Pimsla, and Duolingo. Those are my primary ones, and then I'll move on to the other apps just to top it up with whatever extra value which they offer. So I'll tell you about my progress on these apps. As I said, Pimsla, I'm up to lesson 21. Drops, I'm still working through the basic vocabulary. I've got like the who, what, when, where, why words done. I've got a bit of the weather, the days, the colours done, but I'm still on the basics of the language. Around the days of the week, stuff like that. Very simple language skills, nothing too complex, simple vocab. Mondly, I have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of. I'm up to the seasons and weather bit, which I will have done by the end of today. So making steady progress there. Duolingo, I am on Unit 4 of just starting Unit 4, so done a fair bit, but still a lot more to go, and this is only on Section 1, the rookie section, so I'm about halfway through the rookie section. I've also got Mango Languages, it's $7.99 a month. I bought 1 month of that just to work for it. Now, Mango Languages, I know a lot of people are very fond of it. The problem I have with Mango Languages is that it's very repetitive in its teaching method and there's no pictures or anything. It's literally just reading sentences, and that can get quite tiring. So I don't want to use it as my main app. It also doesn't explain grammar and stuff. I don't want to use it as a main app to learn Finnish, but I do want to complete the course eventually. So I've been working through it. I'm on chapter 1 of unit 2, travelling. So yeah, unfortunately it doesn't explain loads of grammar, but it's another app which I can work through a course of. Luckily they do offer Finnish. So in episode 2 of this series, I'll update you on the progress I've made on these different apps, whether I've moved on to one of my backup apps yet, whether I've completed a course. I have no idea how much I'm going to get done. We'll just have to wait and see till episode 2. However, going into this winter season, well, I'll say it now, we're not even in autumn yet, it's the end of the summer. But going through autumn and winter this year, I'm really going to work hard on Finnish for the reasons I stated, especially if I'm going to move there and stuff. And even if not, just to be able to speak it, and if I go there on a trip or something this winter. So yeah, my focus for the rest of the year is on trying to learn as much Finnish as possible. It will have to take a lot more focus and a lot more effort than languages like Portuguese and French, because it's not a Latin language and it's very difficult and different to English. But I'm confident I'll be able to do it, and yeah, we'll see how that is going in episode 2. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts on your progress on Finnish or how I can improve or anything which you think. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on. I'll see you in episode 2. Hasta luego.